On our way to Northeast LAPD Division.
Right there.
Who's that? Salomon? No. MD Media.
Do you see that?
He's over there, baby. Just
This is not right.
Hi guys, thank you for joining us and being here. Glendale Hospital DOA had a panic attack, breakdown, ambulance took him. Oh my goodness. Jessica's inside the police station. Let's go.
Go.
Yeah. I just got that. It's a jacket. Grab the jacket. Well, the cops were called, you guys. That's how they nabbed her. Hello. Hey. So DOA had a panic attack? What happened?
Oh my god, I'm like...
He was mad at the cop for,
Obvious reason.
Yeah, so he was actually really freaking out. He wasn't being dramatic. He was like bugging. So yeah. And then, when you said that you thought that they were going out the back or whatever, I walked around up there. I don't think they were.
That's how they go.
The parents' car is still in the parking lot. Yeah, I was like, watch this kid.
Me.
Well, it's like if this is child safety right now and the child ran out of a location and the father's running after the child, there's got to be some sort of safety agency
The
here.
parent was saying, DOA or whatever is mentally ill or whatever, just ignore him. That's what yeah, crazy. And the cop wasn't listening to anything, so that's why DOA was like bugging out. He was like bright red. Because he was like, so you're claiming that it's a medical emergency, that for the girl, it's a medical emergency supposedly, but you're not gonna call an ambulance or like anything for the girl. They're like, we can't say anything because she's a child. So I'm like, so what, you just sitting back there with the parents next to her while they ask her questions? Like,
But is it parents or parent? I think it's just parent. I think it's just the dad.
parent? Okay.
And that's why if it's just one parent, it's not both parents, an agency should be called in this situation, because if the child's running away from the dad, there's a reason why the child's running away from the dad.
Mm-hmm.
And now the dad's going to pretend like, who knows, I'm just assuming right now, but that's usually the case.
That's so great.
Yeah, you guys will. We have to get the information. I mean, the problem with the LAPD is that there's been minors have been escaping these hotels and commercial buildings for decades, you guys. This is not the first time it happens. It's just the fact that it was caught on tape.
He was telling his daughter that. He was telling his daughter, oh, just ignore him. He's mentally ill without DOA.
Well, and that's what the father was told by Scientology to
Yeah,
say.
I know.
Because Scientology is very, very upset that the child committed a suppressive act. Blowing, leaving a Scientology hotel or commercial building without permission, whether she was like maybe in an audit with her sister, because it's the fact that the sister was with her.
Yeah.
So it seems to me like they could have been doing an audit, and then she just got pissed off and she started running away, and then the sister has to run after her. Mm-hmm. But I mean, we don't know yet.
So what do you think they're gonna do? Just let her go home with the dad? Like,
I mean, that's not what should be happening, because we know what that indicator means. If she's so fed up that she wants to leave and they're forcing her back into doing something, they're getting her into ethics trouble. Like for this, she's in a lot of ethics trouble. Like she's gonna be told that she created a problem. This is a PR flap for Scientology. That's what they call it. And you're not allowed to create any type of PR flaps. You're not allowed to leave. You're not allowed to complain. So CPS needs to come. Yeah, but CPS told us that they don't get involved
DOA is another streamer.
unless they have like a personal information on the child, unless somebody has personal information on these children. This is heartbreaking, yeah. It's heartbreaking, but it got caught on tape, you guys. I mean, this has been happening forever. When we were at the hotels, kids would fly out all the time. They would blow all the
Is that
time.
actually the dad's name, Astro? Albert. I'm gonna take a screenshot of that. Oh.
Well, yeah, but remember, they don't want to take her to the hospital because if she's having any type of mental breakdown, they don't want her to be anywhere near a mandated reporter. So if there was a medical emergency, it's her situation if she's not in a good place because she's running away from abuse. But Scientology, remember, Scientology is very adamant that you cannot send the child to any type of therapist, any type of mental health specialist. All of that is 1,000% forbidden. Like it's not just that they don't want you to go there, it's forbidden. So that's what this is really outrageous. Because there is no mental health for kids that get abused and break down. That's what the LAPD did not call the ambulance. They don't want the kid to end up anywhere near any type of mental health specialist, you guys.
Oh God, the dad's name's in the article about the opening of the Hollywood Division Winter Wonderland. It's lovely.
Yeah, that means very safe pointed. I mean, the dad seemed like he's safe pointed. Like he's not just any dad. Like
Yeah.
the way that he was talking and crisis managing,
I didn't. Get
he
to hear
had
any of
he
it.
has training.
Yeah. Well, how long ago was it in DOA's video? Do we know?
I think I don't know. I thought it was on Kelly's video.
Oh, Kelly's okay. How long
The
does it
neighbors
look?
won't come to the police station.
Damn. Why not? They probably don't want Scientology to go after him, honestly.
Surge is the term having an episode common in COS. Yeah, they say that she's being restimulated. They say that she's having overstimulation, is what they call it.
Okay.
The dad was laughing. Yeah, well, again, he's doing crisis management, you guys.
Door is still open.
Sorry.
I'm gonna go to the Glendale Hospital.
Okay.
Okay.
Dad used the word episode. Yeah, that makes sense. But they're trying to portray her as, that they're having problems with her. But that's what happens with these kids, you guys, that they get abused, they react, they don't like it, and then they get told that they're having episodes, that there's
Hold on, guys,
something
I'm
wrong
trying
with
to
them.
find it for you guys.
Yeah, safe pointed. This one? Good. Dan says DOA is mental. Yeah, that's the smear campaign that Scientology's
Oh, yeah,
running on
they
DOA.
really sent all the freaking freaks out in here, writing about DOA and.
Yeah, this is what crisis management looks like for them, you guys. They run smear campaigns. Oh, DOA is mental. They just smear people because they don't want to be called out. They don't want to be exposed for abusing kids. They don't want to be exposed for blocking the kids to end up actually going to a mental health specialist.
Mom, the timestamp you sent is wrong. It's literally not correct.
Oh, it's in that.
104.50. No, it's not.
Oh, these guys. We got ready. Oh, they're running fast. I don't think you're late. It's okay. Oh, David, is this Leslie Sanchez? Does the drug-free thing?
Mom, where did you come up with that timestamp?
What can happen to stop this? Well, the police needs to start doing their job, first of all. That would help a lot if they actually started taking all of these indicators seriously. But remember, Scientology's been safe pointing them, so the little girl will be released to the father. I mean, I don't know, you guys. I don't know. Usually, Scientology has connections and safe pointed people at the LAPD that help with the runaway kids. And yeah, usually that's what they do. They have a whole way of getting it returned and sweeping it all under a rug. That's what they do. Only one child at the precinct, yeah, because I think only one child was trying to escape and the other one was probably trying to follow her to prevent her from escaping. That's what it's, could have been that they were doing an audit or something together, because that's what usually the kids get told to do. To twin up. They call it a twin up. Yeah. They're being treated as property. They have no agency. There's no common sense boundaries there, you guys. One with the PD and the other one with the father. Yeah, because the one that escaped is the one that's in trouble. The other one was probably just trying to prevent her from escaping. True. True, Sandra. I mean, yeah, father. The girl said the LAPD works with Scientology to the neighbors. Yeah, they do. They do, you guys. They absolutely do. They've always been working with them. That's why there's no registry of kids ever running out of these commercial buildings or hotels. That's why. It's by design, not by mistake. The dad was treating the girl like a rag doll. I mean, you know, I saw how the dad was. Very much like, I'm here, you know, but laughing it up and just, you know, again, safe pointing, trying to safe pointing. Yeah, they happened in from running from the blue building. From the blue building. It's in Kelly's live, Nora. We already called CPS, you guys, and they said that they won't take any calls from that because you have to give them the child's information. Yeah, it's bad because she's gonna be handled in ethics. Scientology's gonna tell her that she's a degraded being, that she caused a lot of out PR, that there's something wrong with her. This is why we are protesting, exactly for this reason, you guys, because kids cannot consent to what that supposed father is having her do. Do we know her name? I think somebody just said, I think somebody just said that they know the father's last name. Pearl? She ran into a stranger's apartment and asked for help. Scientology tried to get in the apartment and get her out. I mean, you guys, if this is not Ruby Frankie, then I don't know what is. How many kids need to run out desperate, knocking on literal neighbors' doors because they're being abused and they have nowhere to turn to, they have nowhere to go. And when the LAPD comes, they just return them to their abusers. Alberto Godinez, there you go, you guys. There's pictures of father with on Facebook with LAPD. I mean, that's why they are safe pointed then. MD Media's here, you guys. He's right there. I don't know if he's not streaming. It looks like he's doing something on his phone.
He stops. He goes, I recognize it. Why do I recognize it? And I say, goes, oh, so I wouldn't say anything right now.
Do you want me to, I can take a break if we need to do that first, if it's more important for the kid.
I'm sorry?
If it's more important for what you're doing that.
No, that's fine. Go ahead. Yeah, go ahead. Get you guys started saying something.
Okay, so, because of Scientology is down.
Or something like this, and I was confused, and then we saw a man drive down.
This is why we're protesting, you guys, because kids cannot consent. And when they get abused and they run away and they're desperate because their parents are telling them that they're disgusting, degraded beings, that they're out ethics, that there's something wrong with them, no child should acquiesce to abuse. The audits are abuse. The ethics handlings of Scientology are abused. The disgusting grooming courses is abuse. All Scientology offers is abuse. And her father knows this firsthand. The father is quite aware of how abusive it is, what in the hell he is having his kids do.
He pulls up on Sunset, he's still in one of the lanes, and he's got the window down. There's another grown woman in his car. Yep, Sunset.
I don't know who that is who's sitting next to MD Media. I know Kathy. The father said the daughter was not in the cult, but never said he wasn't. Yeah, that's probably a lie, you guys. He's just lying. What? The policeman told MD Media that all the people were there, meaning the streamers were there just there to hurt a cop? Please. The LAPD is not doing their job, and they don't give an F about the kids inside of these hotels and commercial buildings, you guys. We've said it a million times. Kids cannot consent to the audits. They cannot consent to be ethics handled. They cannot consent to be turned to do disgusting grooming courses where they get desensitized to take abuse, where they get taught definitions that literally distort reality. He got mad and said he wasn't in Scientology, and yet we have photos that he is in Scientology. We have the evidence, we have his name, so. She ran to a neighbor asking for help, you guys. Very much a la Ruby Frankie. What do kids do when they're in trouble? They run. But unfortunately, you know, they did get to her. And unfortunately, Scientology is right in the middle of crisis managing everything, sanitizing everything, pretending that everything is fine, making sure she doesn't go to a mandated reporter, a therapist, or an actual mental health expert, because Scientology says that's wrong, that's disgusting, that she's going to be abused, and meanwhile, Scientology is the one that is committing the abuse.
I believe simultaneously information was coming over on the scanner on the radio as well. I heard the word Scientology come over on the scanner, the radio, the officers heard it. And then the Scientology security guy was on his bike and on his cell phone discussing the child, the need for them to shift their focus to the child.
She says the little girl didn't know English. I mean, again, you guys, and imagine if that's even true, if the little girl doesn't know English, like so many of us didn't know English when we first got moved in here to the United States, she knew English. Well, yeah, well, then the dad's just lying his ass off. When you were still in, did you ever hear kids or people escaping? All the time, Mark. Kids have been escaping Scientology hotels and commercial buildings forever. It just never gets caught on tape. No one has ever cared. They've always safe pointed the whole road to block off everything and to pretend that You know, every child should be audited, should be ethics handled, and should be put to do disgusting grooming courses. In Clearwater, underage kids as young as 8 years old was one of the kids that was one of the runaways from Bob Duggan and Trish Duggan, the billionaires. Had their adopted kids be runaways all the time, and the Clearwater police always returned them back to Scientology and filed nothing.
He then followed and clarified and said, we have her on watch. He said,
There were multiple Scientology guards on bikes looking for them, and they stayed at the neighbor's house until the police left.
the we is included because he alluded to the fact that they had located her in that. Okay. At this point, I tell the officer getting into the car on the passenger side to please remember that his training and that he doesn't know what this child is running from and what they might be sending the child back to.
The dad was just awarded for fighting human trafficking by a cult front group. I mean, there you go, you guys. Thank you, Natalie. Thank you, Sky. Exactly. For a kid to be so desperate to run away after you are been groomed within an inch of your life, how much trouble Scientology is going to put you in. They say it's a criminal act to blow. It's a criminal act. That's what they tell the kids. Oh, if you leave without permission, you're committing a criminal act. Make that make sense, anybody? What type of religion really tells kids that are desperate, knocking on neighbors' doors, that they are criminals? Thank you, Mary. I mean, we're just getting through this night. I mean, again, it's just like, how many times did we hear at the hotel, so-and-so blew, and sometimes when the kids would disappear, they would have everyone inside a hotel had to call all motels around to find if the kid ended up going to a motel.
No, he ran out of the building on the Catalina and then out of the site. Actually, that's kind of why.
Rough guess of the ages, I don't know, maybe, I don't know, 15-ish?
Yeah, that was running. Yeah, so that's why I knew it. That's when I started realizing it was
That's my guess.
that situation. But
Maybe 13, 15, yeah.
once I get to New Hampshire, the police cars.
Young kids, you guys. I mean, this is what Scientology parents put their kids to do in order to so-called get them in line. They put him to do abusive, disgusting things. I don't think they're sea or dusty because they were wearing normal clothes.
Slightly irrelevant here because at the time I just saw a car parked. But the cop car and that car was parked. And so I started looking around and I asked one of the neighbors where the cops were and they pointed. So
Thank you. Thank you guys for listening. It's so heartbreaking.
what I observed here is the most important piece. Once I was there, I observed
And Chuck, we're at the police station following up on a kid that was found running away from Scientology, and Scientology and the LAPD got to her and brought her here to the station.
he approached the white or silver possibly 4 doors and
Yeah, the Purif or some course or some auditing.
I saw him open the back door. There was another woman with him as well, that you probably saw.
Is she safe? I mean, she's with the police. We don't know how safe she will be after this, you guys, because we're also discussing and exposing how these kids get treated once they get found out to be running away. They get told that there's something wrong with them, that they're disgusting, that they have withholds. They get told that the only reason that they would be wanting to leave Scientology is because they're withholding something they did. So it's very abusive. They get programmed to think that they are disgusting people, that they have withholding a lot of things, and Scientology just guilts and shames them into submission.
I observed what I interpreted as aggressive.
Well, no, she won't be going to the RPF because she's not Sea Org, but she will be treated in ethics, in Scientology ethics.
And then he grabbed her and pulled her towards his body so she couldn't get away.
Yeah, it's awful.
He almost broke his wrist and she's this. And then I saw his hand wrap his one arm around her.
Yeah, they reprogram them. That's what it is. They get told you did something wrong, you did something out ethics, you committed a criminal act, you need to atone for your criminal act, you need to get your withholds off because that's the only reason that you left. Nobody knows if he's the actual father. Good point. I mean, he could have just been crisis management, you guys. Something, I don't know. Who knows? Right now, we're still figuring it out. Yeah, where are the lawmakers who care? Exactly. They haven't cared, and I mean, but at least we're literally catching them on camera, you guys. I mean, this is the only way to do it. Thank you, Nona Boss. Can the FBI do anything? I mean, they need to. Yeah, it's Ruby Frankie on steroids. It's like the children have to save themselves. Let that sink in. The children have to save themselves. If they don't save themselves, they have no hope. I think everyone's hung up is that they don't view children. Yeah, they get told that children are adults in small bodies. He says the child and the and DOA have problems. Exactly. Well, he's projecting. That's the classic Scientology technique. Project that everyone else has a problem, smear everyone else, and meanwhile the abusers get away with continuing to abuse.
Where they then stood on the sidewalk and they held on to her. I observed the little girl.
It is very heartbreaking, but just think about how many of the kids cannot do that, you guys. The kids that get so desperate to do this, knowing for her to put herself in harm's way, that's what you as a child are groomed to think inside of these hotels. If I make a run for it, I'm going to be shamed, I'm going to be guilted, I'm going to be told that I'm in ethics trouble. But, you know, sometimes you just tried and did it and tried to make the best of it. Yeah, running was her last resort, literally. Yeah, thank you for listening.
Both of her feet tilted on the side,
Oh,
not planted on the ground.
Hi, Tilty Bird. Well, Michael and I just got to the police station, but I think Kelly's live has the actual runaway incident. Yeah, DOA was heartbroken. I mean, again, you guys, when you have been seeing all of this, as so many of you have invested so much time listening to all these lives, listening to all of this dysfunction that we have been exposing, that's what's going on right now. What we've been exposing actually materializes, and one child shows you all just how desperate you get from being abused. Exactly, Mike. You broke down too. I mean, I broke down thinking of all the kids that have been returned to their abusive parents, to their abusive Scientology parents, by the Clearwater Police, by the LAPD. They never helped any child. Let that sink in. There's no record of the LAPD or the Clearwater Police Department, for that matter, ever helping any child that has ever left Scientology, including Miriam, by the way. Miriam was also a runaway back in the day. And guess what the LAPD did? Turn her back to Scientology.
And the woman that was with them appeared to alert him that I was filming. I continued to film. He never let that little girl go.
I know, Nona Boss, but the parents of Scientology, for a Scientology parent, if their child ends up at the police station, even the Scientology parent is going to be in trouble. Even he is going to be in trouble for creating a flap. Like, I don't give an F that he's going to be in trouble, but they're manipulating the entire situation. They're pulling all the strings. That's the problem. I know, Ines. Yeah, it is 2024. But remember, you guys, these people are still running on policies from the 1960s. In those hotels, people are running on policies from 1960s, pitched by a convicted felon, L. Ron Hubbard. Full-blown convicted felon.
I saw her, but she did get released by him and was standing behind him, where she was then able to look at me, and I asked her.
Yeah, and if the father was taken in with her and she's running away from the abuse, imagine that. Yeah, who had to live on a boat on international waters to avoid being arrested while he was trafficking kids. Shelley Miscavige was 12 years old when L. Ron Hubbard, a convicted felon, was floating around on a ship.
I also used the hand gesture, asking, "Are you okay?" with a thumbs up, and she, I think it was sort of like, I mean, I don't know how you write that. It was sort of
Thank you, Patsy.
a head gesture of yes, no, I don't know. Okay.
They separated her at the house. Yeah. Well, because unfortunately, again, the LAPD is highly aware of these situations happening. They've happened so many times, it's not even funny. They've just been playing dumb because they've never been caught on tape, and they've been doing the bidding of the people that worship a convicted felon. That's the problem with the LAPD. They're too stupid to see the facts. They're too stupid to connect any dot. Yeah, they just return them right back to Scientology. They've never, ever helped any kid escape an abusive situation. Not the LAPD, not the Clearwater Police Department.
After the gentleman in the road, excuse me, and started yelling
I mean, it could be the tip of the iceberg if the LAPD actually gets pressured into actually enforcing the law. That's what would help. That the LAPD actually is caught not being able to do the bidding of Scientology and convicted felon L. Ron Hubbard. She called multiple news agencies. Yeah. The girl knowing the LAPD had a line to Scientology was sad. Sad that she even knew that. I mean, imagine, you guys, imagine what these kids are up against. No, Lily, they've never, not that I know of. Yeah. It's when it's to send that message, you guys. They're trying to send that message to the kids. They will make an example of a kid. They used to tell us, you guys, somebody tried to escape, somebody tried to blow. They're so out ethics, they're so disgusting. Controlling her body.
In the 15 minutes, I observed him holding on to her most of the time as well. When he wasn't holding on to her, the woman was making sure she either had a hand on her or was watching her.
And what Kelly just said, you guys, that's called 8C. In Scientology, they say they have to control you. They have the right to grab you. They have the right to manhandle you. They have a right to. There's drills that Owen Hubbard makes all these paid surrogates, adults do. So they give themselves plenty of physical touch. Don't leave. Come here. The kids have no agency. Because look, you guys, that's the news. The news right there. That's Michael's piece called Propaganda. The news are just lollipops sanitizing the image of Scientology. They've done nothing to help kids. They've done nothing to care. They literally could not care any less. The corporate media has been a very good ally sanitizing the image of convicted felon L. Ron Hubbard and all his paid adult surrogates, including all Scientology parents that pay to be the surrogates of a convicted felon, that pay to become self-entitled to do disgusting things to their kids. Things that are completely outrageous, completely indefensible, completely textbook illegal child abuse. And before you go, oh, but maybe some Scientologists don't do it, they all do it. All Scientology parents abuse their kids. It's called they're sycophants of a convicted felon. And the convicted felon runs their life, runs their parenting, tells them, grab a child against their will, HC them. They don't call it that they're grabbing you against your will. They told you, oh, I'm just HCing you. So that's the problem. That's the problem the Scientology parents have. They are completely complicit. That's why the kids in Scientology are in so much trouble. Their parent is the one that is exposing them to this. She was so upset, the girl with the father. I mean, again, you guys, the audits, the courses, the ethics handlings, they're all disgusting. The parents are coerced to treat their children like shit. Well, they're not really coerced, you guys. Literally, they're not coerced. They pay for that entitlement. You know, this idea that someone that pays to become the surrogate of a convicted felon, that they're coerced, I mean, I'm finding it hard to believe it at this point. If it is coerced and manipulated. Yeah, but I think that, you know, I mean, again, was Ruby frankly coerced? Was she mentally manipulated? I mean, if you're abusing a child because someone told you to, that's very, very stupid. And that's been the pitch. Oh, you know, someone told me to do this abuse, so I just went ahead and did it. And that's why we are denouncing that level of stupidity, that level of willful ignorance of the law. The Scientology parents think that they are above the law, that they have an ethics, a so-called ethics pitch by a convicted felon. If you're not free to walk away, you're being coerced. Yeah. Well, but that's why all kids are coerced. All the kids are coerced by the parent. A parent that reads the book and says, oh, it says here by L. Ron Hubbard that I can grab my child and tell them that they're disgusting and degrading because they don't like L. Ron Hubbard. So that's the problem. The adults are coerced by other adults. I mean, they're in a co-conspirators. They're co-conspiring. They're all implementing the agenda of a convicted felon. They know it's wrong. I mean, that's why they lie. I mean, partly, yeah, exactly. Never forget that he's a convicted felon. I mean, again, you guys, if you look at the source, in what world is a Scientology parent following the literal advice of a convicted felon, word for word? Word for word. In what world is that going to result in something good? They are enablers, exactly. They enable each other to make them all feel validated in their atrocities. It's the fact that they all agree that this is how they're going to treat kids is what makes it so horrific. They were both in distress. Yeah, well, because even the other daughter, if she was the auditor of the one that blew, she's in a lot of trouble. Both of these underage girls are in a lot of trouble. Isn't that interesting, Lily? A group causing problems.
Oh, right. Well, no, yes, there is hired gun security. Hired office, hired security, hired armed security officers. No, but they were there.
Okay, so Scientology security
One
state.
was a witness,
So Scientology security states we have a child on New Hampshire.
Okay, Kiara, yeah.
Then you see the father slash suspect walk out of an alley, approach the vehicle, open the door, and pull the window out of the car. Right.
Yeah. Control too is a big, is it not suppressive, but control, or in a dominating way?
Controlling and aggressively. Okay. He like immediately wraps around her, like you would show me, an older,
Tight.
Oh, really, Lily?
you said incredibly tight.
Against his body,
And he then started aggressively her towards the apartment complex, correct?
well, towards the, yes, towards. No, we're not using it. People pay for escorts. Whatever language, hold on. What would you say if you saw a man controlling a little girl and and pulling her to another, and making her walk? What language would you use for?
I haven't, Kiara. I'm just letting her finish her statement.
Forcibly made her walk against, like pulling against his body. Just please get rid of the word sport.
Oh my God, this.
Were her feet scragging or was she?
No, but I don't know what language she uses right now. But in Florida, there's not those
I believe he's not, Kiara. I heard he's not. Somebody said that he's not, that the neighbors are not going to give a statement.
Yeah, there we go. We're really getting here somewhere. No, we're good.
So while after they get to wherever they got, you observed him hold her tight, her feet off balance, and her leaning towards, like, into him, right?
Yeah, stuck against his body, really.
And then you believe that he was controlling her every movement, right?
Yes.
And then while there too, you also observed him place his hand on the back of her neck.
Yes.
Right? And you said that was for approximately 5 minutes.
Yeah, but I'm gonna clarify if I need to.
And then this whole time you believe you observed her to have her head held down, and then you believe that she was in fear, right?
Yes.
And then that's when you asked her if she needed help, to which she didn't need an answer you.
Yeah.
Then you gave her the hand gesture, to which she,
I also asked him Spanish just in case. I said I need it.
and then to which none of those she responded to, right?
Yeah, okay.
Okay. Then you obtain permission to be on the property, and then while you're on the property, the father slash suspect starts yelling at you, saying that pretty much telling you to stop recording and you're doing too much nonsense, right? Okay.
You hear that, guys? The father saying that it was illegal to record him.
It is worth noting that he tried to tell the people on the property that I was.
I don't know. I don't know if MD Media is there. I don't know, you guys, if they could be escaping through the back door. The man was squeezing the little girl. Yeah, I mean, that's what Kelly's talking about, you guys. It's illegal to record him, he said. On a public street, it was illegal to record him. That's what the so-called father was complaining about.
15 minutes later, so you said that you observed him control the little girl's body back into the car.
Your comment was.
And that's the woman that was here with him.
Allegedly, I wasn't there for that. The assumption could easily be made
Who's watching the car, you guys?
And he said that's when the officers walked down with the other.
He treated them like property. I mean, that's how Scientology parents treat their kids, you guys. I mean, I've been telling you guys every live. The girl is wearing same clothes as yesterday.
Yes. Sometime after he put the daughter from the car back into the car, the 12-year-old, but not.
The two adults could be her handlers. They could be. They very well could be, you guys. He could be just a staff member, and he could just be, again, doing crisis management. I don't know that he's the dad.
He informed us that his daughter that was in the apartment with the other
LAPD.
was having an episode.
Thank you, Vestige.
This was because she was having an episode. That's why she
Exactly. Look at their level of interest.
Okay, you go back there, get you that, incident number that you requested.
Where's the car, you guys? I know Spanish. Yo hablo español perfectamente. Other side by DOA van. It's a white car in a parking lot. Handicap spot. Gold or silver, okay. Solomon is inside though, so he's not watching it. Oh, so it's still here then. This is the car, right? Ford Fusion. Okay, well, they're still here. They are still here. I don't know. I mean, I'm sure if the police, I don't know that they could sneak around. I mean, unless they would have to go through that door, which doesn't look like a public door, you guys. Mexico. See, this is restricted parking. No admittance, employees only. So right there. This is not a door that they should be really getting a hold of. They shouldn't be snuck out. Exactly, Deb. Let's hope so. Let's hope they don't just take this report and ignore it like they've done with all the other cases. Who's Bao? Oh, report him. Report his stream, you guys.
The car's still here.
Mm-hmm. Thank you, Lily. They're still here, yeah. I mean, they haven't left.
The deal where he was yelling at the cops and not doing anything, and he was gonna work it. I don't know, he wanted to do it. They didn't enforce it.
I don't know, Gina. I don't know.
In the back of the incident number right here, okay, 3956. Okay, basically saying he came to his desk, before he talked to
It is, Marissa. Thank you for acknowledging our plight. We appreciate it.
ongoing situation. Do you have any other questions for me? Anything else?
I just wanted to give you a name.
Yeah, we have to show a presence because, again, kids cannot consent. And kids that were locked up against their will inside of these hotels and commercial buildings, running away, desperate, showing all signs of abuse, is exactly what is being denounced.
Because I'm on camera, am I okay coming out before? In regards to this,
Probably, Mizzy. Probably. Yep, still there. If that man is with her, he's controlling the conversation, he's controlling the narrative. You cannot denounce what they're doing to you inside of that disgusting commercial building or hotel with your parent there. Just FYI. You cannot denounce them, you cannot complain. You're told that everything is your fault. Correct, Elizabeth.
Reviewing once again for Kevin's live again. Just going over myself and just see once again. I'm sure she'll be breaking it down tomorrow.
evidently that's a potential possible, but I'm not gonna get into that.
Yeah, she's minimizing her situation out of fear. I mean, well, exactly, Carrie Ann. We finally found a kid that literally is trying to help herself. And now you have all of you guys here as witnesses. So, just so you guys can see that the truth corroborates itself. We were locked up against our will inside of those hotels. Our parents groomed us to take the abuse. Our parents groomed us to blame us ourselves if we wanted to complain about anything. And that is what's being denounced. Scientology parents need to stop being so abusive to their own kids. Scientology parents need to stop following the advice of a convicted felon to make adult choices. Adult parents will be very well served speaking to criminal attorneys to really figure out if what they're doing is not gonna, result in charges a la Ruby Frankie, a la Jody Hildebrand. We already have a case, Scientology parents, for those of you who are too stupid to look at the news, that abusing a child is not going to be, not made.
The one that went over there? Talking about the house that brought up here? You guys have a good night.
We're getting the boot, y'all.
This guy keeps circling around. Yeah, he's undercover. He says he's undercover.
I know. Not so undercover.
I know. When he kept circling around, he'd go upstairs, come back.
I know with his radio on though, so I don't
Right.
think he's actually trying to. Very nice. Holy shit, man.
You want me to get the traffic reader?
Ran over a baby with the scooter. Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
DOA's coming from.
I don't know.
Music is okay.
Yeah, good question. The mom coming. Who knows?
Well, I was wondering, but it's.
Should I move the? Should I?
I didn't want you guys to think.
Should I move into the parking
without
lot?
saying goodbye.
Should we all move into the parking lot, or
Are we
what's?
allowed? Yeah.
Yeah, we can move in the parking lot. Yeah, move in the parking lot too.
Oh, that's what Subaru chaps are coming. That's why they come in handy. I see that, Lisa, right away. Nobody else.
We're gonna move our car to be right next to that parking lot, you guys.
I already know. I did speak with them. Plus, they put it all on camera. But thank you, because that needs to be included as well. This is not done.
Yeah, I think we're just gonna move into the parking lot. Yeah. What? What? Yeah, I mean, you guys, it's just a horrific situation because, again, there's like very, very bad things that we know they are doing behind the scenes to exert undue influence on the girl that escaped. In Scientology, they tell you over and over again that escaping is the most criminal act you can be doing, even when you are a child. As stupid as it sounds, as stupid, as outrageous as that sounds, that's the pitch. It's a criminal act to leave Scientology without permission, and it's a criminal act to create problems for Scientology.
Being an unprofessional,
Exactly. Rather be in Maui. She knew she was risking and she ran away. That's how desperate she is.
far down Sunset trying to capture her and bring her back. What's that about, guys? It's just corruption. That's what it's about. It's
Will
about
she be sent to the
corruption.
RPF? I mean, if she was in the Sea Org, she would be considered to be sent to the RPF. But it doesn't look like she was in the Sea Org. So who knows? Who knows what she's going through? Who knows what her mental struggles are? We just know that she is exposed to Scientology audits, disgusting grooming courses, and disgusting ethics handlings that these people do on kids. People that complete a 2-week course inside of a hotel get unfeathered access to kids. It's true, Julie. Her shirt was a little weird. It was very, very big.
Do you have any batteries?
In the car,
In the car? Please,
it's not locked. Yep, she's feeling helpless.
what's the goal? Are we waiting to see if they come out?
We're gonna move the car, you guys, so that we can see the car. That's their car, so the little girl's still there. The woman is not her mother. That's true. She should get an attorney. Exactly what you woman. Exactly, Brenda. One second, you guys.
So yeah, guys, you see my shirt? This is one of my shirts. It's called Propaganda. And like Serge was sharing earlier on, this is a piece of artwork. And if you look at it, it's different box with different news stations on them, the labels, the wrappers, and it's all propaganda. Each news station gives you their propaganda. So that you believe what they're saying, and so it's just propaganda.
We're finding out, Rosa.
Yeah, I think I do. I think if you go to digitalcandyland.com and it's in my link below, that's where you can find some of the latest shirts that I've been doing, and you can.
Very true,
yeah,
rather.
it might be there. So yeah, it's called
CPS
Propaganda.
is a mess in LA.
And then this is actually the piece of art actually comes in two sizes. It comes in a little 24-inch like this. That's great for a tabletop, and then it comes with one that sits in your house and it stands about 5 feet tall.
Well, the dad or the handler.
Yeah, maybe some of you guys saw.
Scientology may have picked him up and left his car. I mean, maybe, you guys, but I don't know, Amanda. I think he's doing okay.
The piece is my nightstand. I think that's what's. I don't have my glasses. My glasses, guys. But yeah, so it's called the Limited Time. It's my nightstand. It's just because it's been so much trouble.
Let's hope for that, Tiffany. Thank you, pause.
Yeah, you can. Thank you. That's my website, you guys. So check that out.
True. I mean, it's very hard for kids to leave under the circumstances. In these ages, you guys, it's very, very hard. It's just... Would a handler be with a parent too? Yeah, I mean, the handlers are pulling all strings, you guys. These parents are not making any autonomous decisions. They're being told by Scientology what to say, who to say it to, who to talk to. Yeah. Yeah, the handler usually has a handler. That's how it works.
I never thought it would be that it would be political. And
It's horrible.
I don't know why my heart just goes out really political. And I quite enjoy it. I've got several pieces, I've got sculptures that are so political. I look at them and I'm like, where did that come from? When did I become political? I try to stay away from politics as much as possible. I look who I want to play with
It's
in my playground.
totally heartbreaking that it happened in real time. Yep, exactly, Mandy. The parents know, Deb. The parents know. The parents purport that abuse is helping a child. And that's why we're denouncing that. Because abusing a child is not helping them. I think so, Miss Pellet. I mean, I think we need to stay here a little bit longer and see what in the hell. Well, now you guys can see. Now you guys can see why we're denouncing all of this. Who's that? There's the dad. The dad is getting into the car alone. And here's the cop, another cop. He's leaving alone. Babe, don't get in front of him.
There he is. There he is. There he is.
Yeah, get your kid out of Scientology.
Get your kid out of Scientology.
Stop doing
Quit
audits on
trafficking your
kids.
kid.
Stop auditing kids. It's disgusting abuse.
Consent.
Your child cannot consent, sir. You should get some sort of self-awareness going for yourself.
Oh, they're moving this car in the back. That's what they're doing.
Imagine the LAPD making all manner of breaks.
That's okay. Days are being counted right now.
Y'all are being watched by everybody.
You guys are being
Child trafficking is a crime. Child trafficking is a felony, LAPD. In what world are you being told that child trafficking is a felony by kids that were trafficked themselves?
his car in the back and the cops open up the thing so that
Total, utter bullshit.
yes, how unethical.
Baby, no, get out of there. Come here. They're straight ahead. I don't know, guys. The one behind the police gate, yeah.
Serge, did you just see the kid and the women get in that car and leave?
I don't know.
I just saw him. No, I don't know. It was a little girl in the back though, but I couldn't tell.
I don't know. I mean, I just saw that going here, so they could have.
Yeah, I know.
They could have done that. They could have done that too.
Whose property are we on? Public? Yeah. This.
Well, just go like that. You don't have to do that.
I know, but my shit's broken.
Yeah, I don't know. I can't tell if. I don't know where they went.
No, you guys are chatting all the love letters pouring through the interwebs, and I didn't check my fucking six. It may have been a girl, but I don't.
I mean, 'cause I just saw like a bunch of random Latin women.
Where?
I mean, I kind of saw like a group of like Latin women.
We're just the paparazzi. Shit. Help us with this.
Yeah, there's a car coming up.
Oh, I see its brake lights. I feel like a teenager. Shit, the cops are coming. They got in that white, like toaster-looking car,
Yeah. Like a
but it looked like two older women and a young girl in the back seat. Like
You
a
know,
kid. Yeah, I know.
I was trying to get the dad.
But hopefully I caught it on camera. I can go back and check.
Okay.
Oh yeah, tripods. We will be getting a new one. Thanks to the support of our sponsors. My executive producer. But I'll check it out next week. Oh yeah, just sorry. Yeah, oh. Sir, please back up from the no admittance. Okay, we're done. There it is. Calling it for the night. Is there another way to get out of the cop shop over there?
Maybe.
Maybe that's what Jess is doing. The little fuckers would do that. They'd drive them in and then out the other way.
Yeah.
Some dude just pulled up, short, statured gentleman, parked and he's going there, but they're closed. Jessica's on the other exit. Look
Probably
at
in the
her.
back
She's
seat
on
of
it.
the car. I don't know, you guys. It didn't look like. I don't know.
Two people were in the front, black windows. Oh, back windows too blacked out. Oh, well, I saw her. Or I saw the kid. Yes, Jessica's on the other side. Takes a village to end a cult. To expose a cult, really. Have you seen the chat rumors that I cannot confirm or deny truth to? That it's
Yeah.
yeah, because I don't want to start human trafficking or suspected, who would you? Do you
There's
me too.
there's human
But do you feel like they would be?
Well, they haven't, and even with this
Legit.
type of instance, we always get told, "Oh, we need someone current that really is escaping." And I mean, this was us. This was us escaping. Kids have been trying to escape these hotels and commercial buildings for decades, you guys. This is not breaking news. This is not foreign to the LAPD. This goes all the way back to Miriam Francis, just so you know. Miriam Francis tried to escape from Los Angeles, and she was brought back to the Scientology hotels. So, again, this is very, very.
Well, that young girl lives 3 hours away with her dad. Well, the dad lives 3 hours away.
Well, someone just told me that he is
I
a
guess.
reporter for Univision. And they said to report him to Univision.
Allegedly.
Allegedly, yes.
And allegedly, he lives 3 hours away.
Hi, guys,
and
I'm back.
allegedly, her mom lives 2 hours away. And
Yeah.
allegedly,
Yeah, allegedly
there's a
he works.
custody situation. Allegedly.
Allegedly, yes. So,
But who? I don't even know if that's real or not.
does
or if
anybody
he's
know
even
the
father.
father's name at this point? Do we know the
Yeah.
father?
I don't know if we have it confirmed. I can't verify it, so I feel weird sharing it. But it allegedly,
Allegedly, it's.
it'd be a lot. What is it, Alejandro or?
Godin, something Godin.
Yeah.
Any updates? Well, the father left, you guys. He asked us what we wanted. We told
Oh,
him
he
to
left
stop
already?
auditing.
He
Yeah,
drove by?
look.
No,
No, he went
he's
in there.
Well, he left in there.
Yeah.
But I don't know if he left from the other side.
Jessica's on that. She'll let us know if she sees the car. Well, the chat will let us know if she's. Chat detectives.
Laura's asking in so
Kelly,
to
that
keep
white
an eye
arrived.
on
Okay, thanks,
RV.
Mike. Can we remove the? We already have it. White car. White car.
Alberto
We don't need to know.
Godinez.
Godinez.
We will be there. In
Thank you, Will's hoodie pocket.
Thank you,
Oh,
guys.
you mean for this? I need to really.
The man that's shown on Univision looks to be the same guy. So yeah, allegedly he could be there.
Oh. Okay. Got it. Laura. Oh, there he is. Not, sorry, false alarm. I'm talking to the chat.
Who's that?
That's the gentleman that just got out of this white vehicle.
Oh.
Yeah, but I'm still keeping my eye on it.
See, I even left my door open and everything when I saw the gross dad. Alleged dad. I don't know. I don't even know if he's the dad. He could be a Scientology handler for all we know. Then again, what is a Scientology dad but just someone that's a deadbeat father? So Scientology parents don't deserve that title. They do not. Yeah, I just gave Michael a battery. I just came to grab one. Because our phones are dying.
Glendale. Okay. You can smoke right here. It's this one. Hey guys. Should we go to Glendale Hospital and see if we can get the keys for this and come back and drive it over?
Are they gonna tow him?
They may.
Oh, really?
Yeah. And that's the last thing he wants them to have in their custody.
Yeah.
So they're at Glendale Hospital. That's what someone said. Alberta might have a shipping business called. Okay, someone just said they're gonna be back.
DOA was just in chat. Whose chat?
That's one of the things I've gotta do.
They're on their way.
We need to get a second phone so that we can make these phone calls and have a second phone. So some people have asked if I could put together a wish list, and so I think I'm just
Watching TV? What TV?
Did you think they're on their way back?
The Lord is. Somebody said that, but I don't know.
I know, we're just
We're gonna figure it out, you guys. We're gonna try and call Laura. So cold. Oh my God. Hi, Crazy. Yeah. Recap what is happening. Two kids ran out of the blue building, two underage kids looking extremely distressed. And then the alleged father The alleged Scientology handler, we don't know who he is. I guess we're all assuming he was the father, came out. The LAPD took the girl to the station, and Kelly caught a whole bunch of interactions on tape that were extremely troubling. Thank you, Rosas. Yeah. We need to keep demanding accountability. Mm. Exactly, Jody. Well, look at what happened just now. We caught them. We caught kids trying to escape. And now we're catching, apparently, the LAPD hooking them up and doing nothing about it, just as they usually do. Praying, paying attention, and we're going to continue advocating for the this stupidity to stop. It needs to stop. Exactly, Travel America. And thank God for the streamers that are being supported that have caught so much of this on video today. Thank you, Deb. Yeah, it is very difficult for activists to be taken seriously. You've seen what Scientology's been doing. I hear you, Eat Candy. Our hearts are all there. Exactly, protect the children. I know, isn't that great? The FBI won't take a report or talk to anyone trying to report. On TM, yeah. That's how they grabbed us. That's how they groomed us that they could be grabbing us like that. They did a drill on us called Upper Induct Drill. And on Upper Indoctrination Drill, literally the name of the drill was indoctrination. So for all of you who are wondering if Scientology parents groom their kids to be manhandled, they have a drill that the convicted felon L. Ron Hubbard pitched to them called Upper Indoctrination Drill, TR7. And it's all about manhandling, physically grabbing, shoving, throwing someone to a wall, forcing the person to do it, even if they resist, even if they don't want to do it. So there's plenty of drills that are done to blur all the lines and erode all boundaries of how disgusting these adults treat children inside of these Scientology hotels and commercial buildings. They entitled themselves to that because a convicted felon told them that that would be a great idea. That's all it took for the Scientology parents to go, oh, then we should really groom all the children to accept it like that. So these are practices that have been systemic, institutionalized, done at an industrial size scale. Everyone is aware, everybody knows. All Scientology parents are totally okay with this. Yeah, Streets has a great lawyer, but I mean, again, it's like, how do we get a hold of this girl? How does she know what her rights are? If the LAPD is bamboozling her and the Scientology people are bamboozling her, what is she really going to be able to do? Thank you, Tali. They are children. They have no direction. The adults in their life are betraying them. The adults in their life are telling them that abuse is help. I mean, it's just so unreal. The man told DOA in Spanish that the man was insane. Yeah, that makes sense. That makes sense. It's called a smear campaign. That's what they do. They sell fear to the kids. Oh, that man is insane. They're gonna grab you. They're gonna abuse you. Yeah, Deb, is unthinkable. The rhetoric of a convicted felon leads to these people becoming completely psychotically entitled. I mean, exactly, USA. The girl stated the LAPD works with Scientology. Like,
Laura's on her way in like 20 minutes.
okay,
And so I told her to just hang for them, okay?
yeah.
Brandon, you keep asking him how about to stop the feed. I don't know. I think I'm just going to be hanging here with you guys.
Exactly, Dave's
Until
niacin.
Laura gets here. So we
It's
can figure out
literally
what we're going to be doing with
how many Miriams
Dave
have
or
tried to
Louise,
escape.
but, I don't know. You would think it'd be in the safest place right now, the LAPD parking lot. But I'm not sure that's quite true.
Thank you, Miss. Yeah, thank you to all the protesters standing up and advocating for the kids in Scientology who, as everyone can see for your damn selves now, how little advocacy is there for kids.
Yeah, and look at
The adults consent. The adults want it. The adults pay for it. The adults are all about following the word of a convicted felon. There's no plausible deniability. They have none.
this is hardcore here.
They know that all the shit that they're into is super hardcore. And they go, you know who would really be great to get this? My child. Children are not supposed to be exposed to hardcore, disgusting drills, disgusting audits, disgusting grooming courses. All of it is indefensible, you guys. There's no defense for exposing a child to a disgusting grooming course, a disgusting audit, or a disgusting ethics handling in Scientology. All the power dynamics are completely inverted. There is no benefit for the kid. It's completely against the kid's own best interest. And the parents should know this. They purport that they want to really help, but they're not helping anyone when they abuse somebody. It's like Ruby Frankie. She wasn't helping her kids by abusing them. It's called she committed criminal acts, and criminal acts is not helping. A crime doesn't help a child.
Why did we not think of this? Climbing over on the dumbest.
Someone just
It's very, very sinister, Rainbow. It's sinister epitome of. DOA had a panic attack. Exactly, Lynn. The Drug Free Alliance is going to schools and recruiting from there. Exactly, Kat Marie. It is. It's very, very disturbing. There's no defense for abusing kids. There is none. There's no defense for defrauding kids. There's no defense for bamboozling them. Well, good point, Inol. I think we need to get some sort of lawyer retained so we can be calling them like this. Exactly. Youth for Human Rights. Imagine the people that violate all children's rights really want to talk about youth for human rights. This is DOA's van, you guys, that we're watching over. Really rather be in Maui, we'll have to see it. We have to be resourceful, Julie B. She should be allowed representation. That would be Scientology's worst nightmare. They want no mental health specialists to talk to the kids, and they want no attorneys. I know, humanity. I mean, if we would have been liberated, we would have been better off. That's all I can say. What they do at those hotels is very disgusting and very disturbing. And it needed to be stopped. Exactly, Vestige. That's basically no one that's going to help or advocate for them is okay. Yeah, well, tons of people called CPS. We even called CPS, but they refused to speak to us. They said that they couldn't do it. Thank you, Lisa. I emailed that calming stuff for my dog. No one. Really? Did you email Michael? I'm not sure what happened, but contact us again, and tell me what you need, and we'll see what we can do to help you. The officer said that she could ask for an advocate and they would legally have to provide one, but I highly doubt that she would know to ask for one, feeling uncomfortable. Oh, really? Eat candy? I didn't know that the officer gave her that option. Got it, rather. She would have exactly vestige. Like, if I would have been told that an attorney was going to be provided, you're just very scared. These kids are scared. They're scared. They're scared. Their kids, their parents are scary. They're, they have no advocates. It's very, very scary. You're terrified. You don't know. You don't know what in the hell. It's a very, very hard place to be. I mean, it is very scary, but literally, you find out that it doesn't have to be that scary if you're able to stand up for yourself and if you have advocates that are going to be advocating on your behalf. They're having mental health breakdowns and they get told that the hotel is going to handle their mental health breakdown. We were definitely groomed to mistrust authority. Absolutely. It was systemic grooming 24/7, 365 being told. The courts are bullshit. The cops are all bullshit. We have technology from L. Ron Hubbard, a great humanitarian, that they all forgot to tell the kids that the great humanitarian that these parents are really worshiping is a convicted felon. That's the great humanitarian, imagine. It's actually their home or someone or the kids left during the events. But do we think that was actually their home or is that someone's kids get left during the events? Yeah, who knows? Exactly, Nona Boss, but they don't want to teach the kids any type of helping tools. Good question, Brenda. We have to look into that. You don't believe it's her father? His IG has his older daughter and son pictured and none of these little girls. So it could be a handler. I mean, it's very, very possible. That was the vibe that I got when I was hearing him talk. Laura asked if we won in and out. Ashley, I don't know. I mean, she can come here or she can get in and out. Hell yeah. Okay. Could be a guardian. Yeah, it could be. I mean, all of those things are possibilities right now. Exactly, Molly. It horrifies me to think that the poor child is now going to be punished for having the courage to try and escape. Yeah, that's what's going to happen. Why would a young girl at maybe 12 be dropped off at Blue at 1 a.m.? Deb, because they're trafficking kids. That's the simple answer. Alone. I mean, I don't know. It's weird, but they are trafficking kids. What would the COS try to punish you for trying to leave? They would lock you up in a room, tell you have to go talk to the ethics officer. The ethics officer would confront you and said, what you did was very disgusting. What you did was very out of ethics. We need to find all your withholds. L. Ron Hubbard, the convicted felon, said that anytime you don't like his technology, it's because you're hiding secrets from your handlers, and that's why you're complaining. So, as a child, you get told that it was all your fault, that you don't want to save a world, and that you're being a disgusting, degraded being for wanting to leave. And they would have you write all your crimes on pieces of paper. They would have you locked up in a room for days and days on end, being told, write more withholds, confront more. And then, they would have you do scrubbing toilets, washing pots, washing dishes, degrading menial work. So that's supposed to get you to come to present time, they tell you. So whenever they abuse you, they tell you that that's going to help you. That's what the kids get told. This abuse is going to help you. This abuse is going to help you. This abuse is going to help you. Except that they never say abuse. This audit is going to help you. This ethics handling is going to help you. Do you see how it's all word salad that sanitizes the disgusting abominations, you guys? That's what the handling is. They fully break down the kids, exactly. They terrorize them, they break them down, they manhandle them, they lock them up against their will. Like, if you get told you're gonna go see ethics, you cannot say, I don't want to see ethics. Can someone say they don't believe in the COS? Yeah, they can say it, but then they're gonna be, but that's because you have withholds. That's because there's something wrong with you, or you are a suppressive person. You don't want to help the world. Remember, the whole pitch is like, we're really here to save our world. So anyone that complains about the technology is told that they are disgusting and degraded. Do these kids attend public school? Not really. Mostly they are kept within Scientology's mandated reporter network, Delphi schools and other Scientology schools where the mandated reporting is very, very questionable at best, if not non-existence. Yeah. Short stories is just complete BS lies. The girl told the guy not to call LAPD because they work with COS, so she must have been in the area for a long time to know that. Exactly, Nona boss. But they called LAPD on her, and she was not helped. She was not capable of getting any help. Well, Kilari, they're there. If you don't see the kids, it's because they're being hidden from you, because they're all there. Yep. Truth seeker, I have no education. I completed a 7th grade education in Mexico before I was trafficked into the United States. So I'm a complete high school dropout. I have 0 education. My education was replaced by Scientology. I was taken out of school from 7th grade. I was told I was trafficked from Mexico from Juarez to Texas to Florida, and then told don't go to school anymore because school is stupid. And then I was put to do the disgusting grooming courses at age 12 so that I could become an auditor. And I basically was mortified that I could not go to school anymore, but I had no choice on the matter whatsoever. My parents were adamant that I had to do the disgusting grooming courses, and they stuck me there with my grandmother, who was a supervisor in Scientology at the Florida hotel. So my grandmother was my groomer, grooming me to do the courses, grooming me to do the audits. And as kids, like, we didn't like it. We thought it was weird and disgusting, but we thought there was something wrong with us. And then you see your grandparents doing it, so you think that it must be all okay. And, you know, they have teddy bears and dolls that they have you groomed with these dolls and teddy bears, so it all looks very like child and infantile and kid friendly, but it's not. None of these grooming hotels are child friendly at all. They really are not. Oh yeah, I was born in Scientology already, you guys. My parents were already signers of the billion-year contract in Mexico. Oh, thank you, Crazy. She's talking to Michael right now. You buying? Okay.
Oh, yeah, no, I was wondering if anybody was gonna go out to the back gate. Or is anybody else back there? Oh, no.
Yeah.
Hopefully, but I think if they know I'm out here, they're gonna go out there. There's no wind here. But thank you for everything. And good to see you. What?
How did I escape? It took me decades and decades and decades to escape. I was in my mid 30s when I escaped finally, fully. I was bondaged into a billion-year contract first at the age of 12, but then my parents told me, because I was recruited at 12 years old. That's when I first signed the billion-year contract. And then my parents told me that they wanted me to do the auditor courses first and then join the Sea Org. So I did the auditing courses. And by the time I was 15, I was basically trafficked into the hotel. And then I stayed there until my entire formative years. And then I broke the billion-year contract. I was handed over a bill for over $70,000. So, meaning that I was also dead bondaged. Our passports and our identification documents were locked away for everybody. This was a systemic practice. And yeah, it took me until my mid 30s to be able to leave. 9 years ago, just about. Hi, Glenn. Thank you, abuses, exactly.
That's exactly what the little girl was saying.
I mean, that's crazy, you guys. That's crazy. Crazy. Thank you, Artology. Yep, my parents are still in. Sure, Laura. Get us a burger. Michael likes his protein style. And I like mine without Thousand Island dressing. But do you want in and out? Laura's getting.
Yeah, I would love a protein.
I just said.
Yeah, when we were actually doing laundry, and it's all of a sudden we go down and we just kind of not stop. I told Sergio head home.
Yeah, I have two sisters that they're both still in Scientology as well. They were never trafficked into the billion-year contract, though.
Normally drink these, and so it's like this was my liquid dinner tonight.
Hi, Unstoppable. I know. I know you tried to escape from the blue building too yourself, so. Hi, Audit. Well, the latest is that they took the report from Kelly, and it looks like nothing happened. The father left or went inside the secret door, and we don't know. We don't know what in the literal hell. The LAPD is acting shady AF as usual.
Sit on some ice.
We don't know if he has the girls, but that's what we're thinking. He probably,
Okay, fun. Thank you so much for hanging in there.
you know.
Yeah, everyone. This is triggering for a lot of people. Today was our.
Exactly. Thank you,
You know,
Vestige.
a
Basically,
lot of people
in
saw
a
this for the
nutshell,
first time.
another night, another cover up.
And it's a lot of.
Debbie, we called CPS, but they said that they wouldn't take our call because you have to know the name of the girl,
I'll see you soon, Goosebump.
and they wouldn't take our report. They said that we needed to call 911.
Nice balance. Whatever.
Exactly, Amanda. He was
brings you back to
smirking.
Peace. Do that. You know, this is really, really an intense day for a lot of people. You saw it.
Does Kelly have a flat? A flat what? A flat tire?
Seeing all this and just trying to help you.
Well, they won't be abusing the RPF because the RPF is only for Sea Org members, and I don't think these kids specifically are Sea Org members, but they get abused in an ethics handling. She's gonna have to do an ethics handling. She's gonna have to make amends.
Hey, this area is closed now. For LAMC, I'm just gonna let you guys know, 63131, you guys are not allowed to be here. Okay? Prohibits unauthorized action from remaining on LAP property against posted rules. We are actually closed. You guys cannot be here unless it's an actual police emergency. Okay. So you need to leave, or we actually will arrest you under this LAMC section. Okay. No problem. How you doing?
You guys tell Laura to come get her van. Like
you guys
ASAP now.
Tell Laura immediately. They're kicking us out of the lot right now, and we have to move because you saw that they just threatened us to arrest us for being inside their police. So once again, you see how this is.
Yeah, there's video cameras here. At this point, we're not going to do anything, but you guys can't be filming inside of our parking lot, which was happening. Again, I'm just saying, we have cameras around the whole facility for this reason. It was captured on there. That's why I'm officially out here.
See me. I didn't think I was doing anything illegal. I'll have to go back and check my bylaws. Where don't you have that in writing that I'm not allowed to film from public into that space?
At this point, we're doing. You're not allowed to be here.
Right, that's fine. But I want to keep an eyeball on that thing because the driver is in the hospital. So there's somebody else
Again,
coming to pick
we're
it
not
up.
going to mess with the vehicle.
Okay, peace out.
Yeah.
Got it.
Okay, you have it on video. I won't touch your vehicle as long as it's moved within
It's
a
not
reasonable
mine.
amount
I
of
just
time.
wanted
I
to
know
make
we're not
sure.
gonna mess
Yeah.
with your car
No,
or the
it's
RV or anything
not
like that.
mine.
I know. I'm just saying, but it's gonna be moved sometime tonight.
Allegedly, someone's on their way right now.
Okay, perfect.
All right, peace out.
Yeah.
Go to the right, babe.
All right.
Yeah. Yes, I would think so, huh? Yeah, you see how they are? They're so corrupt, you guys. Go right here. Go right here. And then, yeah. Yeah, we're parking on the street right now. Yeah, definitely will go off in a second. Here. Okay, here we go, guys.
That is the multi-million dollar question, Glenn.
Yeah, I love that, what you just said. Yeah, they'll send three police officers out in the parking lot, but only one to help the girl.
Oh, she did? Kelly parked at the Staples lot? Should we?
No, because we're right by the other exit right here. We're right next to it, and Lori's going to be here right soon.
I would think so. Some kids have lived at Blue, but they get separated from their
Okay, I'm gonna
parents.
Put you on pause for a second and send Laura a message. Okay, I'm back on this. Yeah, well, you know, you saw the attitude and he could have been.
Hey,
Yeah, they try to get us arrested for not being at the being outside of the police station.
they told us that.
I don't know
And
why
they
they
sent
was,
3 officers to get us, but 1 officer to
Get the-
so-called rescue the kid.
and they're are they still here, the kids?
I mean, no
that
one
kinda-
really saw her. No one knows.
That's Ford.
The dad left. Well, the dad went in there in the parking lot, and then nobody saw the dad ever leave or anything. So we don't know. They could have snuck him out. I'm pretty sure that they're watching all our lives, so they know who's where, what. They planned it. If they're close, it's not like they're keeping the child there right now. So I'm sure they were able to sneak her out.
Laura said she'll be here in a couple of minutes.
Okay,
Yeah,
thank
they're
you.
trying to threaten arrest for no reason.
Yeah, but they never
LAMC
threatened. The
is
child
just like-
traffickers never get threatened to be arrested.
Yeah, and they're past station time, so they should leave.
I mean, unless they're still in there right now and trying to get us to leave because they just don't want to see.
Them leave.
Yeah.
Blink, blink.
Yeah, they're just ridiculous, you guys. It's just really sad to see this. And they could have came out and been more nice and say, hey, you guys, we don't allow this or whatever, or we need you guys to leave. But no, they
And I never heard of that rule that's saying you cannot be past station times outside of them.
They were saying because we were filming.
Somebody was filming the gates. I don't know who.
Kelly.
Huh?
I think Kelly, because she was on top of DOA's car. But I
Yeah.
mean, again, it's
not even illegal.
they're just pressed
You can
that
film
they're.
whatever you can see with.
Well, they don't feel that way.
Once again, we're just exposing the truth, you guys. We're here.
You can tell by the
exposing
station
the
that they
truth.
get so much money to be corrupt.
Exactly. They didn't
Like,
plan.
look at the station and look at the other LAPD stations.
I
There's a
actually
comparison.
just text Laura and she says she's
Like,
gonna be here in a
this is
couple
the
minutes,
nicest
so,
station I would even see all of in LA.
They did
Like,
say
seriously.
that
Anywhere,
they
yeah,
won't do
exactly.
anything with RV at this point.
And the
so,
other LAPD stations are dirty.
We do have that on.
Very
once
dirty.
again. And so
But
we're just kind of hanging
the
out
night's
now
building
just
is
waiting
still
for her.
dirty.
You would know that something is
And
corrupt
then,
whenever that's too nice.
And it's so funny because like
It's only being nice in the act
every
of it.
few seconds we think that okay, we've seen enough, we've got enough. There's not much going to go on.
Did Jessica
from
leave
here,
or
and
anything?
all of a
She
sudden,
did.
Oh.
She
that
did.
happens. When you saw us, the moment I saw them walking up, I was just flipping my camera around and capturing.
DOA should be back soon. They're getting in and out.
Okay, and Gisella's okay? Is Gisela okay?
Yeah, she's doing good. I don't know what we're supposed to do now since they're trying to trespass us. I guess she's right over here.
Yeah.
So there's Laura right there.
I guess they're here. Hey, they try to get us arrested or saying that you're trespassing on the police station. You guys are anything? Or just getting back with it? They were saying that we were filming on top of the garage.
Yeah, of course they don't. They didn't like it last time, and then they put fucking 4 cops on the roof, like spying on us. Like, what are you guys doing? Anyways, I got a Denver. Figure it all out. Hey, this is. I think you're the only one.
Yeah, let me.
They don't have Pepsi, honey. They
Yeah.
only have Coke.
All right,
So
perfect.
you're not the.
Yeah, it's okay.
This is you and Serge. This is for this is animal style. And then Serge is no.
Yay! Oh, you guys. Is the okay?
Yeah.
Okay.
But you know what?
It's a panic attack. It's like
It is,
escalates,
I
it gets
know.
really hard,
Yeah.
and then once it's gone, you're like, oh, now I feel stupid that I'm here.
Well, you got to realize, you know,
But he didn't feel stupid in that moment. No.
No, but you got to realize he's been watching this and protesting for how
No,
many months,
it
and
has-
he hasn't seen it live like this.
No, and
With kids
and
running
that's
out.
what he was saying. He's
Yeah.
like, I never actually saw like somebody like just in their own way of thinking, how can I get out of this? Run to the
Yep.
neighbors, and then
Yep.
once it's awkward there, be like, oh, do you think you can drop me off at the arcade? Like they were trying to just get away. And imagine, you know, the mom and dad are having arguing issues or whatever. You never know what's going on, and now this kid can't fucking leave. You know, they can't actually leave.
You're good?
Yeah, we're good. I can't really
We can't hear you.
Yeah, I told them about the situation.
Oh, okay. Oh, yeah. Yeah.
You know what? It's just sad that they're not here to protect us. They're supposed to be.
Yeah.
We employ them. Yeah.
Yeah.
They
More than, and it's so beside the point. The police, we should feel safe to go to the fucking police. We shouldn't feel there's other agendas if we mention a person or somebody that might be a criminal in their connections. They're their own gang. They're their own organization gang. Yeah. So we can only expose them. That's the only fucking thing we can do. And help people like that. Like that's crazy.
So the watch commander asked Graham, said that he was there to be the meeting. But he said, I'm not going to get anywhere with this. I'm not going to get anywhere with this. He said that the tinting has to be taken off. The tinting has to be taken off. I'm sorry. I'm going to send it to him. Okay? I'm not. No.
Yeah.
Laura.
You ready?
Oh, God. What a day and a night.
We're out of here, right?
Yeah. Well, you guys, there's so much to decompress. Thank you all for liking. Thank you all for subscribing. Thank you all for helping us advocate for a day where there's no more kids subjected to everything they get subjected to inside the Scientology hotels. As you all could see, it creates a horrible, horrible situation for the kids. They're running out desperate out of these buildings. And today we caught it. So it further corroborates what we've been literally advocating for. This needs to stop. The LAPD needs to literally figure out what in the literal hell is going on. And there's a lot to decompress and a lot to unpack.
Okay, guys. So
But
I'm gonna go ahead and
I really
jump tonight.
appreciate
Thank you
all of
for
you
being
guys
here.
so much. Thank you so
Thank
much.
you for moderating
Good night.
tonight. I appreciate you guys so much. And
Thank you. Thank you
guys
so much.
mean the world to us. So have a great evening.